Hi, I'm Mike from Superior Trucking Payroll Service with a 1-minute trucking tip, something you can put into practice this week to make your trucking company more successful. Today I want to talk about driver retention, but not in the way that most companies think about it. Instead, what I want to focus on is how many of your drivers that you hire last for 90 days or more. All the studies that we find show that 2/3 of the turnover of drivers happens in their first 90 days. A lot of times that's because of expectations the driver has of the company that the company does not have for the driver, or the company tells them a different story. And so what we suggest is a good metric to know, number one, if you're making good hires, and number two, if you're keeping your promises or the promises that the driver thinks that you're making, is to measure your turnover only within the first 90 days, and that will tell you exactly what you're doing. If your turnover is still higher than you think it should be, then you really need to examine your hiring practices and making sure you're hiring the right drivers, as well as making sure your recruiters or who's ever responsible for bringing the drivers in is telling them exactly how it's going to be.
To see all of our video tips, webinars, and more, go to www.truckingpayroll.com/tips.